Imagine a life where your mind is as calm as a still lake, every thought as clear as a cloudless sky. Imagine being able to direct your attention like a beam of light, unwavering, powerful, unstoppable. Today we're going to uncover how to increase your focus by 100%, a transformation that not only changes the way you work but also the way you live. But first, let me ask you, have you ever felt like your mind is a chaotic storm of endless thoughts, each one pulling you in a different direction? If so, you're not alone. In a world full of distractions, focus has become a rare and precious gem. But what if I told you that you could reclaim your focus, amplify it, and wield it like a master? Stay with me as we delve into these powerful techniques, each one designed to bring you back to the center, to a place of profound clarity and intention. We welcome you to Zen Companion, where the seeds of mindfulness grow into a garden of abundance. Before we move forward on this path of deep knowledge, take a moment to ground yourself. If this message resonates with you, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more powerful insights that can uplift your journey. Stay present, stay focused. In the comments below, write the mantra, clarity in mind, power in action. Let this be your anchor as you navigate each step forward. And don't keep this light to yourself. Share this video with those who seek the same clarity and purpose. Let's spread this ripple of transformation together. In today's fast-paced world, maintaining focus is more challenging than ever. Distractions from technology, work pressures, and daily responsibilities can easily derail our productivity and mental clarity. However, by adopting simple yet effective techniques, it's possible to double your focus, enhance your efficiency, and cultivate a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. These strategies not only help you stay on task but also promote overall well-being, ensuring that your mind and body remain in harmony. The ability to concentrate deeply is a skill that can transform both your personal and professional life. When you sharpen your focus, you unlock greater creativity, make better decisions, and accomplish tasks with higher quality. The following 4 techniques are designed to be straightforward and accessible, requiring no special tools or extensive time commitments. By integrating them into your routine, you'll notice immediate improvements in your mental sharpness and a renewed sense of control over your day. What makes these methods so powerful is their emphasis on preserving your health and fostering sustainable habits. Unlike quick fixes that lead to burnout, these techniques nurture your mental and physical energy, helping you thrive in the long term. Whether you're struggling to stay productive or simply want to elevate your performance, these practices will empower you to achieve your goals while maintaining a healthier, more fulfilling life. Let's explore how you can start implementing them today. Technique 1. The Single Task Focus Method. Think of your mind as a magnifying glass. The Single Task Focus Method invites a gentle shift in how attention is offered to the moments that fill each day. Imagine the heart as a lantern, casting a soft, steady glow. When that light is scattered across countless tasks, it warms the surroundings faintly, but when it's gathered into one radiant beam, it illuminates with clarity and warmth. This method is about choosing one task, only one, and cradling it with full presence. It's an act of devotion, a way to honor the moment by breathing deeply into it, letting each breath anchor the mind. Picture sitting with a single task, perhaps writing a letter or tending to a garden bed, and allowing the world to quiet as the hands and heart align. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. It asks for nothing more than to be fully where the feet are, to feel the texture of the moment as it unfolds. The mind, like a river, flows best when it's not divided. Studies suggest that when attention jumps from one task to another, it can take nearly 23 minutes to settle back into deep focus. That's time slipping through the fingers, energy spent on redirecting rather than creating or nurturing. But when the heart and mind unite on a single endeavor, something sacred happens. The task becomes a kind of meditation, a space where time softens and a gentle rhythm emerges, a state often called flow. In this space, the soul feels at home, connected to the work as if it were an extension of the self. To weave this practice into daily life, consider carving out intentional pockets of time, perhaps 60 or 90 minutes, where one task is the sole companion. During this time, let the phone rest, let notifications wait, and allow the world to pause. Afterward, step away for a brief moment, maybe to sip tea or gaze at the sky, for 5 or 10 minutes. This rhythm, like the ebb and flow of a tide, keeps the spirit refreshed and the mind clear. This approach also nurtures a deeper connection to the self. By choosing one task and offering it full attention, there's an opportunity to listen to the quiet whispers of the heart. It's a chance to notice what stirs joy or calls for patience, to feel the satisfaction of a moment well spent. Over time, this practice becomes more than a method. It becomes a way of being, a way to move through life with intention and grace. Each task, no matter how small, becomes a thread in a larger tapestry, woven with care and presence. The heart learns to trust this process, to find peace in the act of showing up fully, one gentle step at a time. To further master this technique, consider implementing a mental trigger, a specific action that signals your mind to focus completely on the task at hand. This could be as simple as lighting a specific candle, wearing a particular piece of clothing, or playing a certain type of instrumental music. This repetitive action creates a neurological link between the trigger and the focus state, making it easier for your brain to slip into a state of deep focus whenever needed. Also, consider using an affirmation that reinforces your focus. For example, say aloud, "I am fully present and deeply focused on this task." Repeat it before each focus session to strengthen your intention and anchor your mind in the present moment. Technique 2. The mindful breathing technique. The mindful breathing technique offers a tender invitation to pause and return to the self, to find stillness amid the gentle currents of life. It begins with a simple act, closing the eyes, if only for a moment, and drawing a deep breath in, holding it softly, then letting it flow out with ease. As the breath moves, notice the air as it fills the lungs, the quiet rise of the chest, and the softening of any tension held in the shoulders or heart. Inhale deeply, hold for a heartbeat, then exhale with care. This rhythm, so natural yet so profound, becomes a sacred anchor, grounding the spirit in the present. In this practice, the breath is more than air. It is a bridge, as ancient teachings suggest, connecting the body's quiet wisdom to the mind's wandering light. With each cycle of breath, the moment becomes a sanctuary, a space where distractions fade and clarity emerges. This technique draws from the gentle wisdom of Buddhist traditions, which honor the breath as a pathway to presence. When attention rests on the inhale and exhale, the mind is invited to settle, like a leaf floating gently to the ground. The present moment, so often overlooked, becomes vivid and whole. As the breath flows, it carries away the chatter of worries or the pull of unfinished tasks, leaving only the simplicity of now. Research echoes this wisdom, showing that mindful breathing can lower stress and sharpen focus, allowing the mind to move with greater ease and intention. To deepen this practice, consider finding a quiet corner, perhaps near a window or a favorite chair, and dedicating just 5 minutes to breathing with awareness. Let each breath be a gentle reminder to return to the self, to let go of what no longer serves, and to embrace the stillness that fosters clarity. Beyond its simplicity, mindful breathing nurtures a deeper connection to the heart's quiet voice. It is an act of compassion, a way to offer the self a moment of rest and renewal. Over time, this practice becomes a trusted companion, one that can be called upon in the midst of a busy day or during a moment of overwhelm. Whether sitting in silence or pausing briefly while tending to daily tasks, the breath is always there, ready to guide the spirit back to center. This technique teaches that focus is not about forcing the mind to obey, but about gently guiding it home, breath by breath, to a place of peace and purpose. Each inhale becomes an opportunity to gather strength, each exhale a chance to release what weighs heavy, weaving a rhythm that steadies both body and soul. The mindful breathing technique, with its gentle rhythm of inhale and exhale, becomes even more nurturing when paired with visualization and a quiet mantra, creating a sacred space for the heart and mind to align. This step invites a deeper engagement with the breath by envisioning each inhale as a soft wave of clarity and peace, washing over the spirit like morning light through an open window. With each exhale, picture distractions and restless thoughts drifting away, like leaves carried gently downstream. This practice begins with finding a calm moment, perhaps in the early hours of the day, seated in a favorite corner of the home, and dedicating just 5 minutes to this intentional breathing. Close the eyes if it feels right, and breathe deeply, imagining clarity entering with each breath and tension releasing with each exhale. This visualization transforms the breath into a tender ritual, one that cleanses the mind and steadies the soul for the day ahead. To weave this practice into the fabric of daily life, consider adding a simple mantra, a whispered phrase that anchors the heart in the present. Words like calm and clear or focus and flow can be softly repeated, one on the inhale, the other on the exhale, creating a rhythm that feels like a quiet song. This mantra becomes a companion, a gentle reminder to return to the moment whenever the mind begins to wander. The beauty of this step lies in its simplicity and flexibility. It can be embraced in a quiet morning ritual or called upon during a brief pause in the day, perhaps while waiting for tea to steep or resting after a walk. Research suggests that combining mindfulness practices like breathing and visualization can enhance mental clarity and reduce stress, allowing the mind to settle into a state of gentle focus that carries through hours of activity. This deepened practice of mindful breathing is an act of self-compassion, a way to honor the inner quiet that so often longs to be heard. It invites a connection to the spirit, fostering a sense of peace that feels both grounding and uplifting. Over time, these moments of intentional breathing and visualization become a sanctuary, a place to return to when the world feels overwhelming or scattered. The mantra, softly spoken, weaves a thread of intention through the day, reminding the heart to stay present, to move with grace, and to find joy in the simplicity of each breath. This practice is not about perfection but about showing up, breath by breath, to nurture the light within. Technique 3. The visualization technique. Close your eyes again. Picture a white, glowing sphere of light at the center of your forehead, radiating warmth and calm. Now imagine this sphere slowly expanding, enveloping your entire head, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, until it surrounds your entire body. This sphere is your focus, a protective shield that deflects distractions and keeps your mind centered. Visualization is a powerful tool used by elite athletes and spiritual leaders alike. It trains your mind to see, to believe, and ultimately to become. Studies show that visualization can significantly improve concentration, clarity, and task performance. The visualization technique offers a gentle invitation to step into a space of inner calm and clarity, where the mind can find refuge and strength. This practice begins by closing the eyes, if it feels comfortable, and envisioning a soft, glowing sphere of white light resting at the center of the forehead, like a star radiating warmth and serenity. Picture this light as a living presence, pulsing with quiet energy. Slowly, allow this sphere to expand, its glow spreading to envelop the head, then flowing down to cradle the neck, shoulders, and chest until it surrounds the entire body in a luminous embrace. This radiant sphere becomes a sacred shield, a gentle barrier that holds distractions at bay and nurtures a deep, unwavering focus. In this moment, the heart and mind are invited to rest within this light, centered and at peace. This technique draws on a timeless practice cherished by those who seek clarity, from athletes preparing for a moment of triumph to spiritual guides cultivating inner stillness. Visualization is more than imagination. It is a way of shaping the mind's reality, of teaching it to see and trust in a state of calm focus. Research affirms its power, showing that mental imagery can enhance concentration, sharpen clarity, and elevate performance in tasks both simple and complex. To deepen this practice, consider setting aside a quiet moment each day, perhaps in the soft light of morning or the stillness of evening, and dedicating a few minutes to this visualization. As the sphere of light forms, let it carry an intention, perhaps one of peace or purpose, allowing the mind to align with that gentle goal. With each breath, feel the light grow stronger, its warmth a reminder of the inner strength that guides every step. Beyond its ability to sharpen focus, this visualization nurtures a profound connection to the spirit. It is an act of tenderness, a way to wrap the self in light and love, creating a sanctuary within. Over time, this practice becomes a cherished ritual, one that can be called upon in moments of overwhelm or distraction, whether pausing in a busy day or preparing for a meaningful task. The glowing sphere becomes a symbol of resilience, a quiet assurance that the mind can return to center no matter the noise around it. Each time the light is envisioned, it weaves a thread of calm through the heart, fostering a sense of wholeness and grace that lingers long after the eyes open. This technique is a gift, a way to honor the inner light and carry it forward into the beauty of each day. To deepen this technique, imagine yourself successfully completing a task with perfect focus. See yourself working with absolute concentration, every action flowing seamlessly. Feel the sense of accomplishment as you finish, knowing you gave it your full attention. The more vividly you visualize, the more effectively you rewire your mind to stay focused. Additionally, consider creating a mental sanctuary, a specific serene place in your mind where you can go to regain focus. Whether it's a tranquil garden, a quiet temple, or a peaceful mountaintop, visit this sanctuary whenever distractions arise. Another powerful visualization technique involves creating a mental scoreboard. Visualize a scoreboard that tracks your focus and distractions throughout the day. Each time you complete a focus session, imagine adding a point to your score. Each time you get distracted, subtract a point. This technique gamifies your focus and keeps your mind engaged in maintaining your concentration. Technique 4. The time blocking technique. Imagine a monk in a Zen monastery, rising at dawn to begin his daily rituals, each moment precisely scheduled, each task given its own sacred time. This is the essence of time blocking. By dividing your day into clear, intentional segments, you eliminate the mental chaos of decision-making and create a rhythm that guides you from one task to the next. For example, designate the first hour of the day solely for deep work, no emails, no notifications, just pure, uninterrupted focus. Then, set a timer for 25 minutes, work on a single task, and rest for 5 minutes. Repeat this cycle, allowing your mind to stay engaged without burning out. The visualization technique, with its radiant sphere of light, becomes even more enriching when woven with the bonus technique known as themed days and the nurturing practice of time blocking with rewards. Themed days invite a gentle structure to the week, where each day is dedicated to a specific intention, like a thread in a tapestry that gives the days distinct yet harmonious hues. For instance, one day might be set aside for planning, where the heart and mind align to map out tasks with clarity. Another for creative endeavors, where imagination is free to bloom. And another for learning, where curiosity is kindled through reading or reflection. This practice begins by choosing a focus for each day, allowing the mind to settle deeply into one purpose without the strain of juggling too many demands. By giving each day its own sacred task, the spirit finds rhythm and ease, and focus deepens as the mind is freed from scattering across endless priorities. To further nurture this practice, the concept of time blocking with rewards becomes a loving act of self-care. After dedicating a focused block of time, perhaps an hour or two, to the day's theme, pause to offer the self a small, meaningful gift. This could be as simple as savoring a warm cup of tea, feeling its warmth in the hands, or stepping outside to breathe in the fresh air and listen to the rustle of leaves. Even a few moments of quiet meditation, resting in the glow of the visualized sphere, can be a tender reward. This practice is rooted in the understanding that the heart thrives on positive reinforcement. Studies suggest that rewarding focused effort strengthens the mind's connection between presence and joy, making it easier to return to deep focus over time. To weave this into daily life, consider setting aside specific hours for the day's theme, perhaps in the morning when the world feels fresh, and pairing each completed block with a moment of gratitude or delight. This enriched approach to visualization is a gentle embrace of the self, fostering not only focus but also a sense of fulfillment that lingers like a soft melody. Themed days offer a way to move through the week with intention, each day a step in a dance of purpose and peace. The rewards, small yet heartfelt, become moments of connection to the self, to the beauty of simple pleasures, and to the quiet strength that grows with each focused effort. Over time, these practices become more than techniques. They become a way of honoring the inner light, of tending to the spirit with care and grace. Each day, each block of time, each reward weaves a thread of mindfulness and joy, creating a life that feels both centered and deeply alive. The visualization technique, with its radiant sphere of light, becomes even more enriching when woven with the bonus technique known as themed days and the nurturing practice of time blocking with rewards. Themed days invite a gentle structure to the week, where each day is dedicated to a specific intention, like a thread in a tapestry that gives the days distinct yet harmonious hues. For instance, one day might be set aside for planning, where the heart and mind align to map out tasks with clarity. Another for creative endeavors, where imagination is free to bloom, and another for learning, where curiosity is kindled through reading or reflection. This practice begins by choosing a focus for each day, allowing the mind to settle deeply into one purpose without the strain of juggling too many demands. By giving each day its own sacred task, the spirit finds rhythm and ease, and focus deepens as the mind is freed from scattering across endless priorities. To further nurture this practice, the concept of time blocking with rewards becomes a loving act of self-care. After dedicating a focused block of time, perhaps an hour or two, to the day's theme, pause to offer the self a small, meaningful gift. This could be as simple as savoring a warm cup of tea, feeling its warmth in the hands, or stepping outside to breathe in the fresh air and listen to the rustle of leaves. Even a few moments of quiet meditation, resting in the glow of the visualized sphere, can be a tender reward. This practice is rooted in the understanding that the heart thrives on positive reinforcement. Studies suggest that rewarding focused effort strengthens the mind's connection between presence and joy, making it easier to return to deep focus over time. To weave this into daily life, consider setting aside specific hours for the day's theme, perhaps in the morning when the world feels fresh, and pairing each completed block with a moment of gratitude or delight. This enriched approach to visualization is a gentle embrace of the self, fostering not only focus but also a sense of fulfillment that lingers like a soft melody. Themed days offer a way to move through the week with intention, each day a step in a dance of purpose and peace. The rewards, small yet heartfelt, become moments of connection to the self, to the beauty of simple pleasures, and to the quiet strength that grows with each focused effort. Over time, these practices become more than techniques. They become a way of honoring the inner light, of tending to the spirit with care and grace. Each day, each block of time, each reward weaves a thread of mindfulness and joy, creating a life that feels both centered and deeply alive. In closing, increasing your focus by 100% is not a matter of forcing your mind to concentrate harder. It's about creating the conditions for focus to thrive, one single task, one mindful breath, one powerful visualization at a time. It's about aligning your mind, body, and emotions in perfect harmony, so that every moment becomes a moment of pure, undistracted presence. Because when you master your focus, you don't just complete tasks, you transform your life. Thank you for embracing this message and for being here with us. If this content resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who might need this reminder. Let's keep the energy flowing. Drop the mantra clarity in mind, power in action in the comments below, and let it anchor your intention today. Stay blessed and stay connected.